Hey guys, Dave Pangione here, and we're officially on our second week of doing this add level project. All the utilities are in. We're ready for our inspections come Monday. So today's Friday. We started 2 Fridays ago. We have all of our electric, our plumbing, our fire. We're ready on Monday. In 2 days, 3 days from now, we're going to get all of our inspections in 1 day. Also, our HVAC is done as well. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do our fire stops. So now what a lot of the building departments want to do is they want to, when they come here to do your framing inspection, they want the fire stop inspection done at the same time. And what that involves is any penetrations going from the first floor to the second floor, or from the basement, from the first floor down to the basement. Any penetrations from wires, piping, gas lines, what they want to do is they want that plugged with a fire stop, either a fire preventive caulking, foam, or a thermafibre insulation. So what I'm going to show you here is we're going to go around the house, and what we're going to do is we're going to plug any holes or penetrations with the either a caulking, a foam, or a thermafibre. So let's go around the house, we'll take a look. Okay, so this product right here is a thermal fiber. It's an insulation, and it's basically made to slow down the spread of any fire, and it's a fire resistant material. You can see right here it's an insulation. You want to wear gloves or a mask with this. When you're doing a fire preventive application in an add level, there's not a lot of penetrations through the house, so I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to go through this right now. I'm going to show you a couple of areas that we took care of. You look over at the HVAC unit. This is a new feed that we ran. And you can see off to the side here, there's a penetration. It's an open area. I'll show you what it looks like. You can see right here, this goes down to the basement. So what we're going to do is we take a piece of this thermal fiber and we simply plug in that area. All right, we did it over here. And this particular house, it's rare, you don't see it that often, but this has balloon framing. And what that involves is you see the 2x4s. The 2x4s go down to the foundation. And the floor was sistered alongside of the 2x4s. So normally the floor goes all the way to the top of the foundation, and then the 2x4 walls sit on top of the floor. With balloon framing, what happens is the 2x4s go all the way down to the foundation. So there is a area where it's open, and what we did is we have to plug. What I did is my framing crew installed these blocks. They're called fire blocks. And you can see the blocks are filling in that area. And that's made to slow down the spread of fire. So you still have some gaps, all right? You can see the gaps right here. So what I did is, just to play it safe, we plugged that gap with the thermafibre, all right? We go all the way around. We're going to take a piece, see this thermafibre, we're going to plug in where the wire is right there. And any of the seams, you can see we ran it all the way down the seams. You can see our blocks. You can see our thermafibre. All right, we did this side. Has some pretty wide seams right there from where the floor meets the wall. So we just filled that in, and then we get over to where the feed, electrical feed, comes all the way up, and I'll show you what we're going to do there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this is a insulation knife, and it's a bat knife, and we're going to cut a nice little piece of the thermafibre. Okay, pretty solid material. You can see it's very dense, and it's made to slow down the spread of fire. What we're going to do is we're going to go down over to the corner over here, and these are made to fit in a bat, in a bay. So we're just going to simply cut a piece like this, and we're going to take a block of it, and we're just going to stuff it in there. Now this is going to replace the 2x4 that we had. So you can see it's going to get in it's going to push itself into all the corners. We have all the wires going in there, and just like that, that's all you have to do. You fill in that void. And originally we had a 2x4 in there, but the guys had to run this. This is the feed going up to the sub panel upstairs, and there's a couple other feeds over here. So they knocked out the block, and we'll simply fill it in with some thermafibre, and then we move on. So up there we have some penetrations. We're going to fill that also. I'll show you what we're going to do with some foam. Okay, so there are a couple different ways to fill the penetrations. Like I showed you earlier, was the thermafibre. we also have a fire-proof foam that you can apply, and you can get this at most supply houses, even Home Depot. So I'll show you. We have the foam. We're going to go into the tighter penetrations up on the ceiling where the wires are, and I'll show you right now. We'll see it's only about an 1/8 inch of a gap going around the riser cable going up to the sub panel. So with that, you're not going to be able to fit the thermafibre in there. So in that type of scenario, we're going to take the fire code foam and we're going to spray that foam in there. I'll show you. So this is the fire block foam, simple can setup with a straw. Push on the trigger right over here, and it's going to spray the foam right in. So what you're going to do is you can see the penetration right up here, and all we're going to simply do is just spray this foam, and you can see the orange. It's marked. I'm sorry, it's not marked. It's got the orange color on it. When the inspector sees it, he's going to know that this is a fire code foam. And it's just going to fill it. It's going to fill that void. We're going to take another one, spray it in right over there, and you can see it's expanding. So just a little shot, and the rest, it fills itself in. And guess what? We're all done. Okay, so our piping has a penetration that goes across the ceiling here and then goes down in this case, this box here. And you can see, it's hard to see, but it goes into the basement. So where it exits the first floor and enters the basement, there's a hole, an opening. So that has to be packed with thermafibre. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to take a piece, I cut a block, and we're simply going to pack the area. We have this panel here that what happens is the inspector may want to look in there. So what we do is we leave certain panels open, and this way he can lift it up and take a look. But what we're going to do is we're going to simply just reach in there and we're going to pack the area. I'll show you in a minute. But we're going to take a block of this. We're going to cut it into a couple pieces, stuff it in there, and this way the fire inspector will see that the penetration is covered. Okay, so you can see in there, it's hard to see, I'm sorry, but what we did is we packed that whole little corner there from the floor here up to about 1 inch high. We packed it all around the piping, and we have a nice fire block in there, and then we can go around. Now you can see we finished. You start on one end, you work your way straight across. We finished this whole first floor in literally 10-15 minutes. I mean, it's not too complicated of a process. You just want to, any penetrations, any wires, any pipes, you can see we packed the wire over there. Got a couple of wires over here. We packed that with the thermafibre. Over here we have a gas line. Gas line's packed. Where it goes up, we packed that. You want to be able to see it. You want the inspector to see the thermafibre or the foam. Over here we did a little foam application. That's packed. Down below we did the thermafibre. One other thing I'm going to show you, in case you don't do fire blocks, the wood fire blocks, you could simply use thermafibre. And what we're going to do is I will show you. Let me go get my cutter. Where's my cutter? My cutter's right over here. Here it is. So we're going to take our cutter, and we have, you can see we have a couple spots over here. All right. So we're going to throw a couple pieces right in there, and we'll cut this. Okay. We'll cut this with our knife, and very simple. We're going to take a block, and we're going to take this, and we're going to plop that in right there. You see that? That's your block right there. That's your fire block. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do these couple little areas right here. Mind you, in the garage, we're going to apply 2 layers of fire code sheetrock against this wall on the inside and the ceiling. The other walls, 1 layer of fire code sheetrock. All right, guys, so we just came upstairs. We finished the first floor with the fireproofing, and you can see we have some piping, vents, wire penetrations. You look up, they all go directly up. Vents. These penetrations have to be fire coated. Interior walls, exterior walls. Anytime that wire goes up, if it's not filled, what can happen is it could spread fire. Fire can go up through that hole quicker, and we are going. That's why we're going to fill these penetrations. See that hole? It was not used, so we got to fill that penetration right there with the gas line. You remember we did it downstairs. So any of these wires that go from the lower plates to the upper plates and go through like these, we're going to simply fill. And the best way to do it, just start on one wall, work your way around, go all the way around the job, and it's not a lot. Finish the outside walls in about 15 minutes, finish the inside walls in 15 minutes, and you'll have it nice and fire coated. You could buy that fire coat material for that thermafibre for probably $60, $70 for the bale, and the can of foam, that's probably $4 or $5, somewhere around there. And you can knock it out and you'll be all set. You can use it for the next job. Just looking through here, you can see again, just take a look at all the work we did, and we're all set. Our wiring's all set. Our plumbing's all set. Our tub is in. Over here it's covered up with the cardboard so that prevent any scratches. We have our master bathroom. Let's take a look at that. It's pretty cool. This is our large shower area, and we're going to have, in this one, we're going to have two shower handles. We're going to have two shower heads coming out of the ceiling, one on each side of the hi-hat. So it's a nice setup up here. But just looking around, see that penetration right there? That's going to get thermafibre. Going to get thermafibre right over there. So we're going to pack this up here. Another area that needs thermafibre is the tub, right behind the tub. This whole area over here, the inspector goes right to the tub, and he always looks to see if there's thermafibre in that area there, because it's going to be a penetration with the pipe coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice bat of thermafibre, just put it right in there, lay it down, and that will work out. All right, let's get started installing the penetrations. Okay, so you can see, like right here, we have a couple here that we filled already. Coming across the bottom here, here's an area where the vent and the drain is coming up through the floor. So what we're going to do is just grab a little chunk of thermafibre. We're going to fill that void right over there. Fill that in nice, and we'll get another piece and just stuff that whole area right there. Now, mind you, there's going to be an inspection. The inspector has to come in here, so these floorboards still have to come up. He's got to look at the pipes underneath. So what I do in that case is I just take a block, I leave it right over there, and when he comes here, he's going to know that that piece is going to go in this area here. He knows that normally we would fill this entire hole, but when we go to lift this piece of plywood, he wants to see the pipes that are down below. You can see all the piping. I mean, it's pretty complicated down there, so he's going to want to take a look, make sure everything's glued. He's going to look at the purple cleaner and make sure that the joints were properly glued. And this way, we're not going to install the thermafibre there yet, but once that is done, then this block, he'll know that we're just going to stuff that area with that block. Okay, so waistlines are always a big target for the inspectors. They always go right to the waistlines. It's the biggest pipe going up. So you want to make sure you are packed with the thermafibre. You can see this pipe right here. This one was originally the first floor, the original first floor bathroom vent. It used to come up right here, okay? You can see the cast right below the white coupling, and it used to go straight up. That's when if you saw in our prior video, that used to go straight up through the old roof. And what we had to do is when we build our new floor, you can see the orange paint here. We mark the pipe, and when my plumbing crew gets here, they're going to redirect that. So this is the new vent, or the extended vent, of the first floor bathroom, and we had to run it up the wall. So what we're going to do here is, this is left open or unscrewed for the inspector to look, and you can see in this area here, you want to make sure that's nice and packed all the way around. We got a little piece here we got to put in, and that right there takes care of that. Now you can see right up top, we got to fill that void right in there. So I'm just going to keep this camera rolling, and we're going to take a piece, and we're going to start filling this right around here. Okay, let's see, I got a piece right here. So we're gonna fill that in right over there. So just keep stuffing it. Hey guys, Dave Pangione from Remodeling HQ. If you like our videos and you're interested in home additions, add levels, or complete home remodelings, click on the subscribe button right there. Once we produce a video, you'll instantly get notified. Thanks for subscribing. Okay, so we just went around the upper floor and the first floor. The fire coating and the fire blocking didn't take more than 45 minutes. I did the first floor and the second floor. We did all the pipe and wire penetrations, and we're all set for the inspection. So come Monday, we're going to have our plumbing inspection, our electrical inspection, our fire inspection, and our framing inspection all in one day, which we'll get through that. And as soon as we pass those inspections, then we're going to get our insulation installed, and we're going to have our hardwood flooring installed as well. So we have a busy week next week, and thanks for watching Remodeling HQ with Pangione Developers. I'm Dave Pangione. Thanks. Home additions, add levels, complete home remodeling. Become a subscriber. You'll see all our videos shot on location in New Jersey. Thanks. Click on the button right over there. Thanks.